Season 4 Team of the Year and some market talk. We have a ton to go through. If you guys have already seen the Team of the Year cards and everything, you might want to skip through the first part of this video because I'm just going to be relaying the reveals of these cards. Christian Darrisaw, these are your Season 4, and just some information, Season 4 is going to be 80 levels, I want to say. We don't know the exact duration of the season, but it might be the last. Javon Holland, 97 overall or 95 overall. Khalil Mack, 96 overall. We also didn't get the full level rewards. We'll have to wait and see tomorrow. A little bit of a surprise for us. Jamal Williams, 97 overall, one of the level rewards. Mike Singletary, and this card does start at a 93, I believe. It gets collectibles throughout the seasonal levels to get up to 97. Now on to our 99s. Trevor Lawrence. This is the first 99 I do believe you get in the reward pathway. Don't know the release. I think they went through the abilities, but I'm not too sure about them. Trayvon Diggs, 99 overall, 98 speed. Surely gonna be one of the best corners in the game when we can get him. And then Calvin Johnson, 99. This is like the grand card you get. You also do have to level him up through collectibles you get in some more rewards, but those are your seasonal rewards. That's all the info we got. Let's move on to Team of the Year. Now on to Team of the Year. You're gonna notice a lot of these cards are not in order, so sorry for that. They're gonna be random positions. We're gonna run through these cards really quick. Bobby Wagner, middle linebacker, and yes, all these cards are 98 overalls. You will notice a lot of these cards, like Nick Bosa, did get honors cards or previous upgrades, and if they got a 98 overall version, they usually did an honorable mention for a card in that same position. Chris Jones, though, deserving of an upgrade, only 87 speed, but Myles Garrett, like Nick Bosa, for example, got the honors card, that 97 overall, so they gave Myles Garrett an honorable mentions. Yes, the honorable mention cards are also 98 overall. There are no lower overall cards for these Team of the Year players. Max Crosby gets an upgrade +1 from his AKA, so they gave Brian Burns an honorable mention at 98 overall. A little bit low, though, on the speed. They also gave Myles Garrett really, really low speed, which I was surprised a little bit about. Austin Eckler, another card that won the vote, but the honorable mention for the third down running back is going to be Aaron Jones, and it seems like the honorable mentions just didn't get as good as stats as the Team of the Year players, which I would like to see the honorable mentions like get the same type of stat treatment as the winners. But Nyheim Hines, shout out Buffalo K, he revealed this player in a nice suit and tie. He's your kick and punt returner. Cameron Hayward, your defense, your rush defensive lineman, not your right end, your rush defensive lineman, won that vote. These are like your specialists / there's some defensive players in here. Kyle Juszczyk for your fullback, won it over Patrick Ricard, 95 speed on that card. Justin Tucker, your new highest rated kicker by a few overalls. Matt Gay, 95, was the last highest kicker in the game. 99 kick power for that Justin Tucker card. Outside linebacker, right outside, Micah Parsons can really rush the passer while also playing coverage. Left outside linebacker, his rival, led the league in sacks. No, it was both, but Son Reddick was up there with sacks, I know. Yeah, Son Reddick, 98 overall, left outside. Tommy Townsend is your 98 overall punter in the game. 99 kick power on that card, but who even punts? Why would you need that? Derwin James, this is probably my favorite Team of the Year card out of all of them. 98 speed. He's got the height. Easily going to be the best user in the game and probably the best safety in the game. Now, Minkah Fitzpatrick won the free safety vote. 97 speed, great zone coverage, great hit power. They all get great abilities, so you don't have to worry about that too much. Jair Alexander, and yes, this will be a theme. All the cornerbacks are a man-to-man archetype, so unfortunately, if you do run zone, you like flat zone KO and deep out zone KO, these cards aren't going to get the best abilities. Marlon Humphrey, another cornerback Team of the Year. Jalen Ramsey, they both have 98 speed, but again, man-to-man archetypes, so they're going to have a lot of inside shade, outside shades, further discounted abilities, which is a little bit unfortunate. Patrick Surtain just got an AKA card, but he gets a Team of the Year. And then Sauce Gardner, I think, is your final order. There might be one more. Did we pass over Jair Alexander? I think we did. But yeah, Sauce Gardner, 98 overall, an upgrade from his honors card. Now moving on to the offensive line positions. Trent Williams, although he is not going to be the highest rated left tackle in the game because we've got one more card to reveal after we do this. Quentin Nelson, left guard. I think he gets Polar Elite, some other abilities. Creed Humphrey, this is your honorable mention for center because the other center, because he got a card recently and that was 97 overall. Jason Kels gets this 98 overall Team of the Year card. Jason Kels as well as Zach Martin, your right guard for Team of the Year. Feels like they've gotten the Team of the Year cards for, what, the past 5 or 6 years? Feels like they always get the Team of the Year card. And then your right tackle, this was probably the most obvious Team of the Year vote that was going to happen. Lane Johnson, well deserving an upgrade. If it took a while for him to get an upgrade from his 92. Your tight end, and this is in the honorable mention card, it is going to be George Kittle. I think you know where this is going. The tight end vote winner is Travis Kelce. I'm a little bit sad that his speed is not 97 because, well, the 95 or 97 version had 95 speed plus the Super Bowl strat item. It's basically the Super Bowl Travis Kelce, just without the Super Bowl strat item. Christian McCaffrey won your vote for the running back surprisingly over Josh Jacobs, sorry. And then Jamar Chase, one of your honorable mention wide receivers at 98 speed on that card. His gritty teammate, his LSU teammate, Justin Jefferson, also getting a card upgrade from his honors card. And then 99 speed, the first 99 speed receiver card in the game altogether is going to be the cheetah himself, Tyreek Hill. Glad he got that card. iJoebruin, another honorable, no, he didn't win the honorable mention. He won the team of the vote. Chase was the honorable mention. iJoebruin with 97 speed gets an upgrade. Josh Allen is your honorable mention quarterback in the game. Solid speed, great throw power at 99. Your team of the year vote was a 98 overall Jalen Hurts, an upgrade from his 97. Now here's a special card, or not the special card, sorry. A little bit more to go. The sets for these team of the year cards, and we'll go into these more later in the video. It's going to require 394s, 492s, 690s, 688s, and 686s. So quite a hefty set, but we did predict the even overalls. We'll get into what to do with those cards. Here is your player of the year, 99 overall LTD, not back-to-back MVP, I guess you could say. Most valuable virtual player was Deebo Samuel last year, was Fred Warner this year. He got the most votes out of any player. And then here is your special. Now, we don't know how you get this card. It is not an LTD. There's no LTD in the bottom right-hand corner. He's a team of the year card. He's not the all Madden set player. We don't really know how you get him, but 99 overall left tackle John Madden, the new best left tackle in the game. There's also going to be, and think of this card as a MUT Master. You're going to get this card at a 91 overall, and through a series of objectives, statted objectives, rushing yards, sacks, tackles, etc., you can get this 91 overall defensive tackle John Madden all the way up to 99 overall. There you see you have to have the 91 D tackle John Madden in your lineup. So yeah, just think of him as a new, I guess, well, it's late in the year, but a new MUT Master in the game, 99 overall defensive tackle version of John Madden. But possibly the biggest news of the day, at least when it comes to the market, in the trading market that is, TVPs are back in the game. We don't know what for the price-wise on the TVPs. We also don't know the duration of the TVPs. We'll get into, though, what that all means. We also do not know if there is going to be a Team of the Year reroll, but I do expect there to be a Team of the Year reroll. Otherwise, the sets and the prices of Team of the Year players are going to be very, very expensive if we do not have a Team of the Year reroll in the game tomorrow. So yeah, after getting the news of the TVP coming back, but not even the TVP coming back, the set requirements and everything, we did do quite a good job when it came to investing. It was always the even overalls. EA Sports has a fetish for even overalls when they do set requirements for players. Now we're going to get into the conversation of like when to buy certain players for your team, as well as what to do in the trading market right now, because there's a lot to do. First up though, when do you want to buy players that were above? Because remember, we were trying to explain earlier in the week that if you wanted players that were under 2 per training, you should have bought them on Monday and Tuesday when training was at its cheapest. But now the conversation, the question was, you know, like buying players that were above training value, and we were like planning to buy them Thursday. But now with the TVP coming into the game, has that accelerated the timeline a little bit? And yes, it has. Now, the great thing about today is normally when they announce the TVP, right, everyone panics and goes and buys up all the old players, like 97 overalls you would think are way up in price, right? Old combine players, old playoff players, old, you know, GG2 Volume 2 players. Well, no, because Team of the Year reveals happen and everyone is so excited about Team of the Year rerolls, combine players and really all LTDs are down across the board. And I cannot stress this enough. If you want these old combine players, you want these old 97 overall players, LTDs, Ultimate Legends, for example, if their card, I would just buy them today. Like, as simple as that. Now, Ultimate Legends, I would only buy if they're going for under 450k. The reason being, we're going to get into the trading market, but I believe the trading market is going to go up to at least 2.5 per at the filtered down price. So every card in the game is going to be going for at least 2.5 per, and that puts 97 overalls at around 400,000 coins, and most Ultimate Legends are under that 400k mark. So I would go out, and even though they're getting an updated odds on Saturday, I would go out and buy these cards under 400k. If there's any Ultimate Legends like the White Freeney that are going for 550, 600k, you can wait on those cards to go down in price on Saturday. But for the most part, if you want any old players that were, you know, kind of expensive this week, they didn't really go down because trading went down. If you want any combine players, any of the newer AKA players like 97 Aaron Rodgers, 97 overall Xavier Rhodes, Hollywood, go buy them today because they are going to be expensive tomorrow. Not necessarily because people are going to want them for their team, although that is going to be another reason why they go up tomorrow. It's that training is going to go up and a lot of these cards fall under what I think training is going to go to. So training, if it goes from what I think it's going to happen, go from like 2 per right now all the way up to 3 per at the unfiltered mark, maybe like 2.5, 2.6 filtered down. Well, any card that is under 2.5 per at the market right now is going to get swept up within that rise and go up in price as a result of that, which is a lot of cards in the market. So if you want, again, call my players, any ULs, really any 97 overalls under 425k, which is most 97 overalls in the game, I would buy. Any LTDs, I would buy. Any 96 overalls that are under 200 and I would say 260k, go out and buy them right now for their team if you haven't already. Moving on now to the training market, and I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing in very, very simple terms and try to explain what I think is going to happen to the training market tomorrow. Now, we're going to use a past situation that is very similar to the last TVP being put in the game to kind of give you an understanding of what happened to the training market last time and why I think the same thing is going to happen this time. So the TVP, the last TVP was put in the game at 12,000 training. That return rate of that TVP was 2.5 per. Remember that number because on the day they brought that TVP into the game, training went all the way up to 3.5 to 4 per unfiltered. Don't ask me why. The Madden community always overpays for training, especially on the first day the TVP is brought into the game. Now, should it have gone up to that price? No. If you remember the Saturday Tom Brady got put in the game, the market was heavily overinflated. It was inflated beyond its wildest imagination. I mean, cards, people were actively doing the TVP reroll at 3.5 to 4 per, knowing it returned a rate of 2.5 per. They did not care because Brady was in the TVP. So, how can we use that situation to, this era of TVPs? Well, I think the TVP is going to return at 15,000 training. That puts the break-even number or the return rate on this TVP at 2 per. Simple, math. The TVP coin-wise returns an average of 30,000 coins. If the pack costs 15,000 training, well, that's how you get the 2 per training rate. You would have to roll at training at value of 2 per you're paying for you to break even or do better. So, if training last time around the TVP came out was going for 2.5 per break even, but training on the market was going for 3.5 to 4 per, what do you think the training market is going to do tomorrow when the TVP is put in the game and is break even at 2 per? You already know the Madden community is going. Do I think it should do this? No, but it's going to because the MUT community always overreacts and overpays for training right when a new TVP comes out. I think realistically, training probably goes up to 2.7 to 3 per unfiltered. I think that's a very, very realistic number for what I think the Madden community is capable of. Knowingly they would roll at 3.5 when it was returning 2.5. Who's to say they won't roll at 3 per when they know it returns 2 per? Now, the thing is you would think, oh, training's probably 2.5 per right now. That's what you would have to buy at if you want training going into tomorrow. Well, no. You can buy training at 2.1 and 2.2 per now, which is almost break even on the TVP itself. So, of course, I love it. You guys have seen in the background me buying cards for under 2.2 per. I love buying training right now for 2.2 per. Even on that, right? If you want to say, oh, if there's any risk involved. Well, right now, let's just say 96 overalls, for example. Very, very easy number. You would have to buy under 200 and I think 40k. You can buy under 230k, though, really easily. You can sell 96s unfiltered at 260k, which is like 2.7 per. Do we really think the training market is going to go down tomorrow as a result of them actually adding in the TVP and potentially the Team of the Year reroll? No, the training market is going to go up tomorrow once they add the packs actually into the game. I think 96 overalls realistically are probably going to be going for 290 to 300k tomorrow, at least for the first day they bring back the TVPs. And you can buy these cards right now for 225k or less. That's like 2.1 per very, very easily. You also have to add on to that, a lot of these cards can be bought back for people buying their teams. So you also have to add that factor into things. Think that this is probably one of the best post-announcement investments I think you can make. I mean, the only way training I think doesn't go to 2.7, 2.83 per unfiltered tomorrow is if they completely change the structure of the TVP and it returns somehow like 1 per. Right? They would have to like remove coin quick sells and add in like ultimate legend or something. But I think they stick with the structure they've had this entire year. And that structure tells us if it's a 15k training reroll, which it most likely is 15k to 7k, it doesn't really matter. It's going to return around a 2 per training ratio. And knowing the Madden community, training is going to be going for at least 2.5 per unfiltered on the market. It already is going for that price unfiltered on the market, but it's probably going to be going for more because people are addicted to TVPs. Take advantage of the community's weakness for TVPs and profit off them overpaying for training. And of course, this also is going to apply to any investments you made over this past week. If you have any cards that are going for under 2.5 per unfiltered, I would just hold those cards in your binder and look to sell them off tomorrow. The other thing is the sets. Now, I have to actually just scroll to this part on my video so I can see the sets. But for right now, 90 overalls and 92 overalls are going for very, very expensive prices. They're going for like above 3 per at the unfiltered mark. I actually think these are a sell. The reason be, if you actually go take a look closely at the 98 overall Team of the Year sets, these sets are going to be very, very expensive. Okay, if you just take the prices or the cards overalls and value them at 2.5 per, you add up all the cards in this set, well, you can just take up all the training because it is required within the set, times it by 2.5 per, the set comes out to 875k. Now, if they add a Team of the Year reroll in the game, I have a hard time seeing these Team of the Year players go for more than 800k. So in my eyes, the set is not actually going to be completed that many times by people, because why would you complete the set when it costs way more to do the set than it is to roll for a Team of the Year player or buy them up on the auction house? So a lot of these 94 overall cards, 92 overall cards, and 90 overall cards we invested in early in the week, to me, they're overinflated on the market. They're already going for 3 per, even like 3.2, 3.3 for 90 overalls and 92 overalls. I think there's a good chance now, if there's no Team of the Year rerolls, these cards go up in price. But for right now, like if you could sell 90 overalls at 32, 33k, I think you have to take it, because if there's a Team of the Year reroll, I don't think the set is going to be used by a lot of people to actually get these cards. It's just going to be way too expensive in comparison to what they're going for on the market and through the reroll, which means the 94s, the 92s, the 90 overalls, the cards that are inflated right now in the market, they're going to come down to a more realistic number like 2.7, 2.8, and 2.9 per, from where they are right now, like above 3. But I think that explains pretty much everything. Buy trading under 2.2 per. If you have investments in your binder, don't really just wait till tomorrow. And look to sell. Hopefully trading gets up to 2.7, 2.8, 2.9 per, somewhere around there. And what we're already making a hefty profit on all these cards we invested in, but it could be something beyond anyone ever thought. That's all for this video. On a long video, comment if you have any questions, like if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.